The Carolina is bracing for the impact of Ian, but Charleston in particular is expecting some strong winds and heavy rains. WCNC Charlotte's Vanessa Rufus now live there right now. And Vanessa, I mean, it doesn't need much of a rain at all for it to flood in Charleston because it sits right at sea level. You have rain and winds like that. It's really problematic, especially around the Battery area.
So true. So true. Yeah, we were actually around the Battery area just I'd say about an hour or so ago. We're actually going to get to that part in just a second. But yeah, you mentioned low-lying areas. We've been telling you for the past couple of days that Charleston County hasn't ordered any evacuations, but they did encourage folks in low-lying areas and folks on barrier islands to seek higher ground. And you can see why. So we've actually been out in this area, like I said, for about an hour or so. As the rain started to pick up, we saw these waters start to rise quickly. Went from maybe just a couple inches of standing water on the sidewalk here, which you see, to now on the roadway, much deeper. I mean, it's basically up to my knees at this point. We've also been talking about the gusts. It's definitely gusty out here. To be honest, it's just really nasty. I mean, it's cold, it's wet, and it's very windy, very much feeling like a nor'easter. But yes, over at the Battery earlier, we actually ran into a tow truck driver, and he was posted up there because he said people kept going out to the area and getting stuck, and he already actually had to save a couple of people today from rising water. Take a listen.
Last time all here is flooded. There's like water all the way up to your knees. My truck is usually all the way up to past my tires. That's how bad it gets. Oh, wow. Yes, I wouldn't suggest for people to be out.
And so we did check in just a couple minutes ago with the Charleston road closures list, and we are seeing really a couple to maybe 3 dozen roadways that are closed due to flooding. Officials are urging folks not to drive through the standing water, but as we're about to see, someone is actually attempting to do this right now. There's a large truck coming down the roadway, and I don't know if they're going to make it. I'm going to move out of the way to see. Here they go. I mean, they're drawing a lot of water here. It looks like that water is coming up about maybe halfway up to their tires. Oh, and it is creating a big wake here. A huge wake. And I can probably see that's not a good idea, not just from a safety standpoint, but it's going to be pushing water up into people's doorsteps. That's going to be the latest here from Charleston. I'm reporting live. Vanessa Rufus will be back in a half hour with an update.
All right, Vanessa, get to higher ground yourself because you can't control the crazies out there and what they do. Vanessa, thank you.